Hello everyone, how are you? Here they know what happened on Alone, Season 9, Episode 10. It showed up to day 60. That's right, folks. 60 days now, and these contestants are in there all alone in the wild. Of the final 3 contestants. It showed Tomojin. On day 53, while checking his snares, he caught a squirrel, but the poor thing was still alive, folks. It was trying to get away, but the more it struggled, the more tighter the metal snare got. So he put the squirrel out of his misery. It showed it all. He did off camera. They walked back, took the squirrel back to camp, skinned it, cooked it up. Then he decided with the wooden club he's made that he wants to decorate the club. So he put a couple drops of the squirrel blood on it, and dry it, so it dry over time. The next day, he added more spruce branches around the shelter to keep it more warm for the cold weather. It's been snowing there like 3 days straight now, non-stop snowing and cold wind blowing. But while he was doing that, he was on a deadfall, cutting down some branches, and he slipped. It fell off the deadfall, but he got up quickly. He said, "I'm fine." On day 57... he was outside checking his snares again. It was so hard to see because of the snowstorm that was happening, the visibility in that. It was hard to see where he was going, so he decided, nope, I'm going back to camp, back to my shelter, and staying indoors. While he was indoors, he started talking more. That he don't know how many people's left as well. No one does, but he feels he can't go on much longer, but he wants to. Like he said, my mind says I can, but my body's telling me I can't go on much longer. So he says, I don't know how many more days I have left in me, but he is proud of staying there for 60 days so far. That's about his journey. Oh, yes. Also, he did something pretty intriguing. I like this. There was so much snow built on top of his shelter that he was afraid it was going to collapse due to the weight of the snow, so he boiled water and kept pouring all over the shelter to basically melt the snow off, some of it, to take away the pressure there, the weight. Carrie Lee, day 53, she just making a snow angel in the snow, throwing snowballs, just enjoying herself, folks. She loves the snow. On day 56, she went checking her snares, and she can't find him. She can find the ribbon she's tied on the trees, telling her that there's a snare around there, or more than one, but due to the snow on the ground and on the branches, it's making it hard for her to find the trap. So after a few hours, she gave up, got frustrated, went back to camp, stayed indoors, and she started complaining how cold it was inside of her shelter. Well, no goddamn wonder, folks. She still has that goddamn shelter completely exposed, the entrance of it. So all that cold wind's just blowing right in constantly. So she finally realized, I gotta do something about that. So she made some kind of chimney gizmo wall thingy. She dug dirt and clay, and she grabbed some branches and twigs, roped them together. I don't know what the heck she was trying to make. Even she said it doesn't even look like what she was trying to make, but she said it would get the job done. It would keep her shelter warm. That's the main thing. On day 57, she was out and about. She killed her very first squirrel with a bow and arrow. She cooked it back up to camp. Along going back to her shelter, she slipped on the snow and the ice. So she got nervous about slipping and falling, hurting herself. So she went inside her shelter, cooked up the squirrel, and she's going to stay indoors. And that was it for her journey. Pablo. Poor Pablo. On day 54... he found it so cold inside of his shelter. He tried whatever he could to keep warm. Like, he added some spruce branches inside of his sleeping bag. Stuffed that thing with his extra shirt. He put on his jacket, you name it. Snuggled up inside that sleeping bag. And all that to try to stay warm, no luck. He complained non-stop all episode about how cold it is out there. Well, you knew snow was coming when you signed up for it, right? And it's going to be colder out, so why are you complaining? You knew it would happen. But he was non-stop complaining about it, the cold and that. He's been drinking more water frequently, going out every day, cutting a hole in the ice, getting water, going back to the shelter, boil it up, drink it, go back out a few hours later, get some more. Because he doesn't want to go hunting or fishing, because he has in his mindset he can do this 20-day starvation challenge where he just be constantly drinking water. And he hasn't even done a campfire for the past 10 days here. He said the last 10 days I've not had a fire going inside my shelter, because he said that's more energy I'm burning, going out, gathering firewood, setting the fire up, getting it started, putting it out, back and forth. He said that's taking more energy from me. I'll get more exhausted. So he said, you know what, I can go without a fire no more. Yeah, he's going to be tapping out soon, folks, because he don't even have a campfire no more going to keep warm inside the shelter. He's not even trying to get no food or nothing. He's just living off of water and that. He did decide that he wants to try something. He took a long-ass wooden branch, stripped all the bark and that off of it. And then he took his hatchet and he broke his hatchet. And he took the top of the hatchet, like the metal part, the sharp part, and he stuck that on top of the pole and fastened that on there. I guess he's going to use it to break the ice in the lake further away than he can or something like that. I'm not 100% sure yet what he's trying to do there. But on day 60, he decided it's getting too cold out. He's getting too exhausted. He honestly don't think he can go anymore. But it did not show that he tapped out or not. You got to wait the next week to see if he called it in or not. And next week, folks, is the season finale of Season 9. So 2 people are going home. And one's going to win $500,000. Who's it going to be? Carrie Lee, Pablo, or Tomojin? Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.